alongside the series we just saw before, so push to the end of the split. We see this look from IG, all about team fighting. The front to back is going to be so incredible. You know, has a high potential, I think, in this game. So I feel like neither of our teams really branch out and immediately win the game at like 35 minutes.
It is nice for IG to claim a early dragon.
We're starting to see that Shadow is getting an invade. Is this typically the style that we tend to get from Wei? Or is it going to come out?
Wei doesn't have Cyclone yet. Shadow has level 6 with the level advantage now, but the Shy is just cooking him alive. Flash from the Shadow at the very last second, but Wei still has a Nimbus strike and takes out Shadow.
First blood to IG. And wow, what an incredible start to this. I mean, remember, this started off with Wei trying to invade on bottom side. I think Bin gets a solo here.
Is the Shy baiting in, though? But Knight is here first. Mako cannot save his top laner. Bin being able to punish the Rumble. And right now, IG are just threatening the take of this dragon. It's an early TP from the Shy, just to guarantee priority. I don't know if BLG can answer this in time.
Mako's going to stop him. Weaver's Wall's coming through.
He's forced to pop the quickness, tries to flash away onto the Shy. He stalls him, but the second dragon is secure, but the Shy is compromised here. Good knockoff from Wei. Public execution onto the backline. They finally find the Shy, but can they find any more kills back? On is in danger. Rookie is looking for a quick flash onto the Rakan. He just needs one more spell in the tank. The Q cooldown comes back up. It's the auto attack. Ooh, not enough damage. Flash from Shadow, but the stun from Rookie stops Shadow in place. Elk trying to pump out damage with the feathers, but Mako flashes away for the Blade Caller in time. Wei now trying to run away. He dashes over the wall with the clone and he flashes away. Rookie, can he make it out alive? Shadow still has the Grand Starfall if he wants to look for the chase. Gala might be pinched here. Grand Entrance gets the knockup. That's the cleanse out of Gala, trying to dissuade the quickness. Meanwhile, it's Wei looking for Shadow. He doesn't have flash from the fight before. This is a great pick. That's the fate of Warfare secured for IG, but now Wei might be in trouble here. On and Elk looking for the collapse. There's no quickness anymore from On, but Bin might be able to look with the public execution. The flash right on top of Wei. The former teammate of BLG getting isolated by both of his former side laners, and they goes down. Mako and the Shy trying to fight this one off. Equalizer not available. Timbers lands a stun on the Knight, but he flashes in time. On getting cooked here by the Shy. Elk trying to kite his way to victory. He has no Feather Storm. The Flame Spitter, it's enough to burn him down. Bin could be next. Then Gala finds the double on Yanara. It's just Knight left, but Shadow's coming back off of base, and he has Grand Starfall in 4 seconds. IG are masters when it comes to the mid and late game macro.
IG 3 grubs. They're going to squeeze so much from this turret. It's a Herald spawn in... Oh, he takes the Herald, so he just finished it. Okay. No play here.
Mako.
Okay, that is his flash missing. Really important as this dragon is started, but...
For a deep flank through this line brush. The Shy is here with Equalizer available. They try to look for Mako first. Wei is waiting for his time. The Equalizer's perfect! Flash from Wei! Looks for Elka to the backline. Still gets caught with the Feather Storm. The follow-up is massive! IG pull off a beautiful flank, and BLG lose out on Knight and Elk.
IG look like the most poised team that we have in the LPL. A split
but this is a good response from BLG. Looking for Rookie, who is overextended. Big shutdown goes over to Bin. Knockup from Mako, seizes them up. Gala looking for the follow-up. One more auto attack. It's not enough.
Gala!
He gets stunned up by Shadow under the tower. A mistake is costly to Gala. It's a big shutdown going over to Shadow's pockets. On doesn't find the Shy with the knockup. Range flash Tibbers. Unfortunately,
the Shy guys.
The heroics end here. As you note in the picture-in-picture, the Shy does get dove by BLG successfully.
Gala tries to squeeze. He's like, I could get this. He's 100 HP. Trust. Doesn't end up happening. It is going to be a bottom lane tier 1 going over to BLG. Most likely not even this turret. A huge flank, and instead of grabbing the turret, we're going.
It's a TP coming in. They're looking for On, though. Bin finds a public execution on the way. The Cyclone binds a knockup into Elk, but he goes down. That's a shutdown going over to Knight. Shadow comes from the bottom flank. Gala is in danger. Tries to flash away, but the Comet Spear executes him where he stands. Mako could not save his AD carry in time. The execution from BLG finds Mako through the damage reduction, and BLG pull off a near ace at 19 minutes.
Finally, IG overextend their hand, and BLG snap the trap. Invictus now coming up.
Picture in picture.
Let's go to live. Let's go to live.
Holy moly, another fight from BLG trying to invade IG in their bottom red quadrant here. Shadow goes for the stun on Mako. Massive damage. The seismic shot from Knight kills the cow where he stands, and IG lose out on their support. There's not an objective to play for. I take that back. Otacon is alive. Wait, you're going to have to find a miracle here.
This is such a tough spot for them to walk in. You're walking into Talia and Pantheon. I think a massive loss here.
It's gone.
It's going to be this going over.
He doesn't have enough time. Yeah. Flash away, but where are you going?
He's dead.
You're gonna try to teleport out? There's no safe place for Rookie to go. The flash ends up being a waste of a summoner spell and ends up giving the gold to Bin anyway.
After objectives or after big fights is a huge piece of the game plan. Rookie overextends, not that similar level of protection like we have seen from him in multiple games from IG. They're gonna make a trade on the opposite side of the map going for this dragon. They know they have a lot of dragons. They have at least 15 minutes that they can play with to get themselves into a better spot and look for that soul. So what are IG gonna do? They're gonna split open this map and look to take another turret here. So short-term gold gains.
Going into the pockets of BLG.
IG right now, they can't even push more on this bottom side. There is a Baron spawning in 35, and they recognize this is not an objective we're going to be able to take. Mako using the ghost there to get out of that play. Very important.
To take out this tier 1 turret that has been hanging for the past 15 minutes. They try to step up, get some auto attacks in. Mako gets flicked back. They finally find it, but Wei is forced to use the Cyclone. Public Execution finds the backline. Here comes the Grand Starfall. Where's it going to land? Equalizer onto the backline. Forces Elk to go up the air, and he flashes away for the shy in time, but he's still burning 9 and on into the backline. IG are winning the frontline war for Shadow Elk. Wei flashes after the Shadow, but he gets the blast cone. And he might be able to make the escape, but Wei has a Nimbus Strike. The heal from Mako to give him the movement speed. A knockup from Mako sends Shadow back to the grave. And Baron is up for the taking. Do IG try and rip this objective here?
It's going to be pick after pick. Bin has teleport and knows Grand Starfall. IG are going to rip this Baron.
Do they just want to look for the turn? Do they look for the burn? BLG trying to pressure right now. On finds a knockup onto Rookie. He's gone here. Wait, he's still alive! The teleport comes in for Bin! Rookie is still alive at 2000 HP! Wait, has the smite! He smited early, but he still secures it for himself! BLG now trying to corner IG into the Baron pit here! Wait, tries to distract him! Gala is kiting for his life! Wade's giving his life to try and front line! Elk is able to find the Featherstorm in the Blade Call, but Gala still lives! And now Elk can get in, he has no summoner spells! Mako tries to give the world for Gala to survive! Rookie and Gala the only ones! Gala! Elk gets the slow onto Knight! And he's running away! But Knight finishes him off with a flash and a throw of another rock.
Top side here, Knight's gonna try and track him. Again, no flash, it is so dangerous. That Featherstorm, objective goes over to BLG.
Trying to get the knockup in the shadow, but Wei is nowhere near. He's trying to play for the flank rather than play for the objective, trying to see if they can cut off the entrance point or the retreat point of BLG. Public execution was sidestepped, and Grand Starfall from Shadow gets him out.
Used to get out of that situation. No Weaver's Wall with no public execution.
On, gets knocked up. Oh, Jesus. Gala deletes him. Rookie sets up the Cyclone for Wei, and Gala and Wei find Elk into the back line. Mako tries to punt Knight away, gets knocked in by the seismic shove. Bin goes crazy, slices him down where he stands, and Shadow executes him with the power of the Comet Spear. But IG still pushing with 4-man strong. They get the tier 2 turret.
Can they grab Baron Wave? It's 10 seconds left. It'll be Inhibitor for IG. How back and forth has this game been, man? Look at the gold lead now. It was only 2,000, but even as we started that Dragon, missing ult from some of these members, but I think you're fine with that trade because of the Baron spawning in a minute.
Woo! Quick hands by Wei to be able to dodge the seismic shot. He's going for the flash on the Knight. He knows that he doesn't have a summoner spell. Wei just unleashes the Cyclone, and the shot will incinerate the golden left hand where he stands. IG able to pick off 2 in an instant. There's no objective to play for in an immediate instant, but 50 seconds on Baron, a minute and a half on Cloud Soul for IG. They're going to take this time to push and break open the base further into BLG's hands.
They've got a wave on bottom lane that's going to push. They're going to grab themselves the inhibitor. BLG are getting their base cracked multiple angles here for IG. And what I would like to see for them is squeeze as much as possible with these objectives spawning in such a short time.
They're trying to test BLG's metal here. The flash forces Elk to go in the air with the Featherstorm early. One Nexus turret goes down. Rookie gets deleted, but his sacrifice is for the greater good. The equalizer forces Shadow and Elk back, but On comes back for the grave. Finds a grand entrance, stalls the fight, but Wei is still alive and he's hitting on to the Nexus turret. The Nexus is open. IG will lead the series 1-0.
Holy crap, the Shy. That is a great way to counter the Scion.
I have only seen Mordekaiser legitimately played in LTA.
Yeah.
He's against the wall. Full breaker. Connects. Oh! Connects it! Oh my god, and he dies! IG find first blood with the most creative opener from Way!
Knight getting priority in mid lane, and Sion, who is pushing around this Mordekaiser.
Oh, Rookie might be in trouble here. No point. No, why are you flashing?
Shadow's dead!
Okay, it's a 1-for-1. It's a 1-for-1 for IG.
One. It's the flash away from Rookie as well, so they can revisit this lane.
I mean, when
we're gonna
Way
slow
does
down,
that,
and then it starts on. Yeah, exactly. Ooh, flashing
Okay.
from Knight.
Yeah, Rookie doesn't have flash from before, so Knight can easily set this up, and On is here to secure the kill alongside Shadow. BLG able to answer in stride.
You have to make it through this laning phase. He has his camps on the bottom side as well. IG are playing an aggressive strategy early on and are finding a lead for their jungler.
Now the big question is, can IG translate that advantage into a map-wide lead?
There's no vision here from Thashai, but a Galio ultimate in the wings.
The Shy doesn't even bother popping the ultimate and try to find a 1v1 here. He's gonna pop it against Knight. Galio's gonna have to space this one out until he comes out of the Death Realm, where Elk and On are waiting for reinforcements. The Shy still has a flash available. Hasn't used it yet. He pulls Knight into the tower range. He flashes the last second and dodges the piercing arrow. But Shadow is here for the win. Becomes lightning, dashes in under the tower, and claims Feat of Warfare for BLG.
Different tools for them to be able to play. I don't believe they're going to go for this dive. Way has
Rookie?
ultimate though, level 6, and
Rookie
they
has
have Rookie.
Shockwave. He can just send Way into the middle of 3 people with the Shockwave, who's gonna take the turret. Way goes into the tower. Shockwave clips Elk out. The flash, and Way makes it out alive. Are you kidding me, IG? But the piercing arrow into Fog does not find Mako.
Okay, so this will mean that BLG can move in, and I think that Way is more than likely only gonna be able to grab one of these. He's already completed his. He's way ahead of his jungle pet right now. Like, he's almost level 7, and he has his upgraded smite. So he gets 2 grubs. That's a huge win for IG.
Remember, this is the beatdown composition from IG. They have to find the lead early on.
At first say on this dragon, it is IG on the move in mid lane when you have this Sivir. Very easy for them to push, and they were not able to get level 6 onto Mako in time.
Oh, here comes Bin looking for the unstoppable onslaught on the way. He goes down. The Shockwave is just wide. The Shy's going to TP in. Misses the mace. Tries to capture the Shadow into the Death Realm. Tries to force the 1v1 into Xin. But he has a flash once he escapes from the Death Realm. And the rest of IG are just missing a lot of their abilities here. Mako finally finds the Pop Blossom, but it's a deterrent. And it doesn't even force them away. BLG still get Mako in the end. The Shy in danger. Tries to hold his ground with the power of that shield. Decimating Smash will clip him for a knockup. Decent damage onto the Mordekaiser. Not enough to take him down, but BLG able to hold their ground.
Nico's advantage is that her ultimate is one of the most undodgeable skill shots in the game.
It is something that has unfortunately been a little characteristic of IG. And Knight just solo kills the Shy in the tower. Wow. I didn't think he would have enough damage for him, but I stand corrected.
Outrange your opponents, stop someone like Nico who doesn't have a ton of HP. But he's going to walk forward into Shadow.
Here's Galio comes out as a deterrent. Here, Shadow tries to dash on the way, but it's the immediate flash from the Vi. Looks to re-engage, cease and desist. Right onto Shadow. There is no crescent guard, but Knight is able to stop Mako from getting into the backline with that Pop Blossom. Shockwave hits 2 people on the Elk and Knight. Down goes the Archer. Way will give his life for the greater cause. Shadow slays him where he stands, and now IG have to decide if they want to stay in this jungle quadrant or they want to get the hell out. Mako is too low to stay and fight. On in trouble. Rookie tries to isolate him. Here comes Knight for the assistance. The taunt stalls him out, and Rookie is just caught by BLG, not able to finish the job on, and this will open up BLG to get the Rift Herald.
Who cares about the kills? BLG are getting the objectives here. Way overextending, and I want to say, despite Elk dying in that fight, his ultimate is what makes or breaks this. If we get a replay, I want everybody to be watching that Varus ultimate because it completely separates the fight. It'll be a turret at least in trade here, but BLG, they get at least one of the grubs.
And he's accelerated to the point where he can not only sustain a lot of burst damage, but he can also dish it too. IG dropping the dragon, trying to now clip Knight on the top side, knowing that he is deathless. and they're trying to put a stop to this Galio train, but Wei not able to find the Vault Breaker. As Knight just able to space himself out. He should be able to escape. He's not. Oh, wait. Vault Breaker. What is happening? Oh my god, Knight. That was close, but he still comes out victorious. The action doesn't stop here. Mako finds the Pop Blossom in the mid lane, but Bin is too tanky to be threatened here. Shockwave does stop him. Elk threatened to 100 HP. Rift Herald was already used to drop the mid-tier 1 turret.
And they grab themselves the turret, so a really strong set of plays, and now another turret falls here as IG are slipping in this game repeatedly here.
And even if he does, I don't even think that he still beats Knight in the 1v1 there. So now, Wei is just overplaying his hand, and he needs just to slow down, as now the Shy loses the turret for safety, has the Death Realm, and will send Shadow there with him. But I don't know if he can bring him down before he comes back to reality with all 4 BLG members surrounding the Shy. And it's the Cyberbully train once again. IG will try to answer in the mid lane. Wei is just going to force the issue here while Bin is trying to protect it with all his might. He is forced to flash away. And IG at least able to trade, but BLG are going to do the same on the top side.
I think this is really risky for BLG. How much longer can they stay on this side of the map? Because they give up this dragon. IG are going to go for bottom lane tier 2, and they will be in position for Otacon that spawns in 30. BLG take this fast enough that they will get their recalls in, but it is incredibly important that not a member from BLG falls.
Mako taking up the turret
Mako.
here. Bin is tanky, but is he tanky enough? No, that is the answer for them, and Hero's entrance from Knight is just a little too late. If they can combine the efforts of the Shy's ultimate and Wei with this flank that BLG have no idea is happening, they can steal the Otacon right under the noses of BLG. It's all about patience. Shadow goes for the engage first. Bin opens up the unstoppable onslaught.
Oh my god!
Wait for the Shadows! 4-man Shockwave! Pop Blossom on the 3! IG turning around onto BLG! And they wipe the floor with them! Patience is rewarded from IG's jungler as he springs the trap right under the nose of BLG!
Here's another one. Elk, you've been getting dove, you've been getting fought, and you will go down yet again, a third time, to Wei and Gala. And what a fantastic way to fight back into this game and find what is essentially a 5% play to get you back into this second game. Otacon and a bottom lane tier 2 alongside an ace.
Elk, who the hell is this jungler? At the beginning of Split 1 playoffs to eventually make it to third in playoffs, Split 2, and now trying to contest BLG for second seed as a massive engage from BLG will find Gala. Mako in trouble, able to get away. IG, oh no, the Shy got punched back again. Wait a minute, he kills Shadow. He has a Death Realm. Wei goes back in. They're trusting the Shy's call, trying to follow up, but he gets assassinated by Elk with a piercing arrow, and there's nothing that IG can do. And it's another classic IG moment where they have overextended their hand and they're welcome. BLG able to punish.
Look at that graph, man. That AI, I don't even care about that. Show me the gold graph right now. This game has gone back and forth. A fight that finally goes in favor of BLG. There's obviously a lot of spells missing there.
Costly. The Shy waiting in the Dragon Pit, Wei on the other side of the wall. Rest of BLG trying to funnel now through the bottom river entrance. Knight is far, but he has the Hero's entrance to join at a moment's notice. Bin stepping up, taking space now. The Dragon started up by IG. Remember, this is Infernal Soul on the line for BLG. 6K, 5K.
Knight with the flank.
Knight looking on the left side. Shadow is sent to the Death Realm, and Wei secures the Dragon, denies the Infernal Soul away. Now IG, what is the target? Elk is stuck in the pit. He's deciding when to flash. They both flash at the same time. Hero's entrance, trying to follow up on Bin. Shadow goes back. Mako flash over the wall. Pop Blossom gets no value, but Gall is free hitting him, but he's surrounded by all members. He has to fight through Wei. He has to fight through Wookie. He has to trust in his team to carry him through. Knight surrounded. He's forced to flash. Gall follows Knight over the wall.
Is this a Gala Penta?
Into the stasis. IG, wait a minute. Gala looks for the Quadra.
The execution coming around in those objectives.
In a world where Gala is unpressured and unthreatened, he reigns supreme more than any other AD carry here in the LPL, and he shines in the biggest way. Then Sivir will always reign supreme with her AoE damage, the ricochet blades, and at this point, Elk has been outscaled. Wei trying to pressure from the right side flank. Goes in onto On. Decent damage. 50%
What are we
HP,
doing,
but
Wei?
Wei goes too far. And IG lose out in their jungler. The Shy doesn't have another Death Realm here.
Oh,
but look at
Gala.
Knight. He's separated. The Shy gets blinked out here. Knight goes down, but Gala now has to carry this fight through. Pop Blossom, can it give space?
Oh my god, Mako!
Push to the side. What happened? Gala drops his GA, and the decimating smash. It is canceled by the shockwave, but Gala cannot survive in a 1v4. BLG hold on to dear life.
But does it give them the game? Ultimate does not land there from Elk.
Rookie still jumped on. Hero's entrance coming through. Rookie is gone from the rift. And BLG are trying to set up for the Infernal Soul. Wei forced to flash away, trying to run from the rest of BLG's reinforcements here, but Shadow finds it with the wind, becomes lightning. A GA available on both junglers. Wei has to preserve his life so that he can play for the Infernal Soul. Cease and desist onto the backline. Gala, he flashed into the wall. Oh no!
No!
IG's 80 carry now down to Summoner Spell, trying to save Wei, but he is still isolated for the rest of his team. He will not survive. The Shy is able to bring Elk into the Death Realm with him.
Wait a minute.
Finds a 1-for-1. The Shy is trying to 1v9 right here in the middle of 4 people, but I don't think he can get it done. BLG will slay the Giant. Mako's gonna come in with the Pop Blossom, but where is the follow-up?
He's doing the dragon! Gala!
Gala's trying to secure it! Oh my god! Gala secures the Infernal Dragon! He takes out Shadow GA, but he gets founded by the unstoppable onslaught. This game is insane!
Going on in the second half of the split. Creative team fighting there from IG. We're getting engaged onto Gala. The Shy might go down here.
He pops the Death Realm, looks for the Shadow once again. The Bin might be in trouble here. Shadow surrounded by all 4 members here. Pops the Crescent Guard, tries to buy space for the rest of his team. Knight follows up with a big taunt. Shockwave hits. Gala still alive, still firing with the ricochet blades. Knight about to go down. The stasis won't save you.
Is this a penta?
The golden left hand is stripped from the throne. Another quadra kill for Gala. And this just might be the last one on the Rumble stage. On doing everything he can to stall the minion wave. But the Shy will teleport in and ensure that On cannot secure every single minion from being able to crash.
Wait, they only have 2. They can't end here. Mako's not even here. This is just going to be an inhibitor. The wave is going to come through. 18 seconds. I'm looking at Elk now. Elk, is he going to be able to survive? These minions are going to fall, and they still have a GA. Can IG end here?
On kills the minion wave. They're trying to brute force it right now. I don't think they can do it, but then another minion wave is coming in. Elk spawns in 3 seconds. IG are gonna send it.
I think they've got it.
Their story ended in doubt. But IG, can they even get a chance to end it here? No, it's not gonna happen. The Shy, he got the Death Realm. He's gonna end it. The Shy will end the story of LPL Split 3.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.